welcome back to Reading with Money, and today I'm going on a reading retreat. I am already here. I'll do the rest of the intro inside because it's a bit noisy, but I'll show you the view. Okay, so let me back you up a little bit. I decided that I wanted to take a little holiday on my own, which I have never done. I am 35 years old and I've never taken a solo trip. So I decided to do that, and I came to Colonia, which is the oldest city in Uruguay. It's like 2.5 hours away from Montevideo, where I live, the capital, and it's on the coast, and crossing the river is Argentina, basically, to the west. Anyway, I don't know why I'm telling you all this. I've seen Colonia many times. It's one of those tourist attractions. Like I said, oldest city in Uruguay. It was built by the Portuguese during the colonial period, and then the Spanish took it from them, and then they built Montevideo, which ended up being the capital of my country. I don't know why I'm giving you this history lesson either. But anyway, the plan is to stay here for the weekend. It's Friday afternoon. I had the afternoon off from work today. Yesterday was the 1st of May. And we had a holiday, so the school where I work in the afternoon gave us the day off on Friday so that we could have a long weekend. So yes, I left my other work this morning and I came here by bus. You will have seen that because I think I'll put that before the bus trip. And yeah, I'll be staying here until Sunday afternoon. Well, midday, I guess. So yeah, it's not even like 2 full days I'm staying, but it's gonna be great. My idea is to stay in this hotel unless I feel like going out to walk a little bit. But like I've said, I know Colonia, so I don't really need to go to the touristy places. I just want to relax. So I'll show you the room now. It's I already showed you the view, but it's really lovely, the bedroom. And I can sit here and read, which is the plan. I might also go down to the pool or to the spa maybe. But yes, the idea is just to relax. So, what am I reading? It's also almost the start. Well, I started it before, but it doesn't matter. It's the start of Squashed series, which is hosted by Bailey normally, but this round is being kind of co-hosted by Danielle from Daniel Reads, if I remember correctly, her channel, and Lizzie from This Is Literary Life. I can never say that without it tripping on my tongue. Lizzie's Literary Life. Nope. Lizzie's Literary Life. All right, I can do this. And it's like a spring cleaning theme kind of thing. I plan to read some sequels this weekend. The Squashed series goes on for the full week, starting Saturday until the other Monday. I'm not sure. But I might extend it if I feel like it, because it's not a competitive round this time. And yeah, I started reading, which is also for another thing. I started reading The Evening, what is it called? Hold on, I cannot remember. It's the prequel to The Pillars of the Earth, which I just checked. I read in 2011. And then I never, ever finished or continued the series. The Evening and the Morning, this is the prequel to The Pillars of the Earth. So I didn't really need to remember anything that happened before. I don't think you need to remember anything that happened to read the sequels anyway. Maybe, I don't know. I might be like not seeing the importance of some characters. Maybe they are the ancestors of other characters that appear in the Pillars of the Earth, but again, I do not remember much about it. Like I said, it's been almost 15 years. I do remember watching the TV show with Eddie Redmayne, like years and years ago also, but again, not the particulars. But anyway, I started it today. I actually started it today at school with my students because we were doing some quiet reading time, like the last 20 minutes, so I read a little bit then with them. I mean, not to them, they were reading their own things. But yes, I'm already, and then I read on the bus, which took longer than expected, but never mind. And I'm already almost 20%, yeah, 19% in, so it reads pretty fast. My Kindle says I have 10 hours and 30 minutes left in the book. So it's definitely doable if I read all day and nothing else but that. But I also do want to read other things. So if I start to get a bit dragged down by this, which again, it's reading pretty fast, I might, do other things for the other parts of Squashed series that I need to. Now I was going to tell you about the other thing I'm reading this for, and that is TBR Trail, The Quest, which is hosted by Kim from Expedition Through Pages and Amy from Extra Reads and their moms. I'm on Team Asray, and for this round, we have to read a book that is between 900 and 999 pages, and that's how I ended up with this book, because it is like 913 or something like that. So yes, it took a while to find a book in that range, but yes, someone suggested The Pillars of the Earth, and I was like, I already read that, but... And then I have other things to read for that as well, and for Squashed Series I have some sequels that I can like match with the prompts from TBR Trail. So I'm excited for this weekend. I am very glad that I made this decision to just take a weekend off and do nothing, even though I will have a ton of work. I didn't plan this very well. I mean, I planned this well because of the long holiday, but I will have so much work when I get back because it's report season. Anyway, I am going to go enjoy the beautiful afternoon outside in the balcony and read a bit more, and then I'll decide what I want to do. I should give you a tour of the room before I do that, so hold on. All right, so it has a mini kitchen, seating area, living room, and TV. And then over here has a bathroom. Hi. It's dark in there, I didn't turn on the light, but yes, lovely bathroom. And then over here is where you can see the balcony, which I'll show you the view in a second again. There you go, it's lovely. And then over here is the master bedroom. Hello again. And there's another mini balcony there, but I don't think there's any place to sit there, so yes. And that's it. It's lovely, would recommend. Filmed a whole update and I was not actually filming. Anyway, it's 7:30 in the evening. I just ordered room service. I had never done that before in my life. We'll probably go to the restaurant tomorrow, but anyway, I ordered room service. I'm going to take a little break from reading. I am 32% in, which is a third basically of the book. I'm so excited. I'm going to take a break, watch the new season of Taskmaster. The first episode just came out today. I'm so excited for that. It's gonna be great. Take a break, watch that, and then we'll see if I keep reading. But yes, the book is reading pretty quickly, as you can see. And I just realized I never told you what it is about. So, in The Pillars of the Earth, which is the original book, we follow the building of this cathedral that I can't remember which one it is. I should probably look that up. But it's a cathedral, and the book spans many decades, if I remember correctly. And we follow the lives of these people and the fight for power between the clergy and the nobility and the, normal people. Interpersonal drama, relationships, that kind of thing. It was very compelling. I really enjoyed it. It was like straight up pure historical fiction, and I remember really enjoying it. And this book is no different. In this one, it's set in 997, at least that's where the book starts, and we follow Edgar, who is the son of a shipbuilder in this little town, and one day the Vikings come and raid the town. They kill his father, and his family gets relocated to this farm as a favor from the bishop of the area. They give Edgar's family this farm to work on, so they're trying to make a living there. And yeah, we also follow the perspective of Ragna, who is the daughter of a count in Normandy, and she gets married to the Earl Dorman. I think that's how you say it. Kind of like the ruler of this area where Edgar lives. So she's traveling there. So we follow that perspective as well. She's great. I love her. And we also follow the perspective of this monk who is one of those scribing monks, I think, in charge of the library of the place. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that, I don't know, either these characters are the ancestors of the people who then are, connected to the pillars of the earth, that appear in the pillars of the earth, or this is the setting of the cathedral later, but I can't be sure because I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure like the second book is like 200 years later or something like that. The first book, like, this is a prequel. But anyway, I will be looking this up. So yes, I have not checked anything about, what is the connection between the two books. I think I'm just gonna let it be like that, and see if I make the connections once I get to the end or not, but we'll see. I think that's it. Again, I need to take a break. And yes, I'll check in with you later. Okay, it's like 11 o'clock. I'm going to go to bed, but I just made it to part 2. That's like 35% in, so that's great. I plan to wake up early tomorrow to have breakfast and then plan the day. So yeah, talk to you tomorrow. Hi, good morning. It's like 9:30 in the morning. I got up pretty early and I had breakfast, which was lovely. It was actually pretty good. And yeah, now I'm up here. It's a bit chilly, so I think I'm just gonna stay inside for now. I might go out at some point, maybe later in the morning. And I haven't decided if I actually want to go to the pool. I don't think I want to. I mean, if it was summer and I could be outside next to the pool reading, and then when I wanted to like dip in, that would be fine. But it's an indoor pool because, it's almost winter here. Well, it's May. It's still autumn, but still. So there's an indoor pool, and yeah, I'm not too keen on swimming anyway, so yeah, I might just skip the pool. But I am thinking of going to the spa and getting a massage. The plan is to keep reading. I don't know if I told you yesterday, but Taskmaster was so good. If you don't know what Taskmaster is, I'm going to tell you because I think everyone should watch it. Basically, we have 5 comedians, usually from England, but sometimes they bring other nationalities in. This season, for example, you have Jason Mantzoukas, who was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine and The Good Place, all those good shows. He is insane. But yes, and you have 5 comedians. They make them do some tasks, ridiculous tasks, basically. And then there is a studio show in which the Taskmaster, who is Greg Davies, and, well, his assistant, Alex Horn, watch back the tasks, and then Greg decides points to give each contestant. And there's 10 episodes. So yes, you get to follow their journey through the tasks, getting points, doing ridiculous, amazing things, and then, well, at the end, there's a winner. It's so funny, it's so creative and so good. The tasks are like insanely, like intensely ridiculous, like I said. So, yes, my face hurt last night from laughing. It was so good. They're on series 19, which is a lot, but I hope it never ends because it's such a good show. Go watch it. It's on YouTube. Like, do it. Sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to my reading. I think I'm gonna keep reading the morning and the night, then the evening and the morning. I can never remember what this book is called. Something with morning and evening. I cannot remember the order. I think it would be good to just keep at this, and I might finish it. Who knows? Maybe today. We'll see. All right, bye. Once again, I filmed an update and my phone stopped recording. Anyway, I came back inside because it got a bit too warm out there with the sun. There's no wind today, so there's like not even a little breeze to cool me off, and I'm wearing jeans because I did not think it would be this warm. I did not bring shorts or, you know, tank tops or anything. So yes, I came back inside. It's good for me anyway, because, you know, you shouldn't be out in the sun at this hour, although it is autumn here, so the sun is not that dangerous. I just made it to part 3. I'm scared. First of all, because it's called The Murder. And also there's a time jump. The last chapter was the end of 1998. So yes, there's like a 3-year time jump, and I'm scared about what is going to happen. I don't know who's getting murdered. I'm very invested in the story. There's a lot of political intrigue. This is what I was trying to say yesterday, I think, and I couldn't think of the phrase. But yes, political intrigue. There's a lot of it. And yeah, there was a very violent part just now when I was reading outside and I was filming that, I think. Which I wasn't expecting, because so far it had been more about that. But yes, medieval times, like I should have been expecting that. But yes, it got a little bit Game of Thrones-y, although a lot less, because Game of Thrones was super violent. There's 2 more parts, then I'm halfway through, 57% in, so I have a bit to go still, but there's reading sprints going on now, like in 45 minutes on Lizzie's channel for Squash It series, so I'm excited for that. To continue reading. I guess I'll just stay here, and the spa will have to be next time I do this, I guess. Because yeah, I kind of just want to sit here and read, and yeah, I don't know. So I guess that's it. I'm gonna go eat some chocolate, and hopefully later when the sun goes down a bit and it's not so warm, I can go out again into the balcony, because it's very nice to read out there. Did I mention the chocolate? I'm gonna eat some chocolate. Okay, bye. Something just happened in the book that made me remember what the series is called. Oh god, I feel very dumb. But yes, I think I know now what is the connection between this book and the next one that I read more than a decade ago. I'm very, very stupid. I feel very dumb. But I'm glad that I think I finally made the connection. Anyway, I'm gonna keep reading. Bye. It is very noisy, but the sun is about to set, and it's been a lovely day, so yes, I am almost 80% in. I'm suffering. Everything is going wrong for our characters, and I'm really rooting for them, even though, you know, medieval times. life was hard. But still, anyway, again, pretty noisy, but I'll show you the sunset again. I made it to part 4. I am very upset. Everything is going wrong. And now there's another time jump. I'm scared. But that is 87%. So that means I'm close. I think I'm going to go down to dinner tonight to get a little break. Then we'll see what I do. But yes, I thought I would get an early dinner in a bit, and then I'm just checking the time again. I can't believe I'm gonna finish this book today. Okay, it's a little bit later than I thought it was gonna be, but I'm back from dinner. It was fine. The dessert was better than the main course, I guess. But yes. So I just got into my jammies and I plan to finish the book now. Let's see. Kindle says I've got 1 hour and 34 minutes left. So definitely doable before I go to bed. And then I have to wake up early. Well, I want to wake up early so I can decide if I want to do something in the morning. Maybe go for a walk or check the pool, maybe. I'm not sure, but checkout is at 11 and my bus leaves at 1. So, I don't know, we'll see. It's now 9:25, so I should be done in a bit. Right, see you when I finish this book. Hi, good morning. It's Sunday. It's my last day. I have to go. Anyway, it's like 9:30. I just came back from breakfast, and yes, now I need to pack up and yeah, do the checkout, and then I'll see what I do. But I wanted to tell you that I definitely did finish the book last night. Sorry, my hair is distracting me because it always does this after a shower. Like, what is this? I finished the book. I'm giving it 5 stars, but only because of the whole reading experience. I think the book itself is probably more like a 4. I checked and I actually gave The Pillars of the Earth 4 stars, which, again, it's been a long time, but I actually thought I'd given it, but I really thought I'd given it 5 stars for some reason. I guess that there are certainly things to criticize in this book. I think that because I read it, like I binged it, those things kind of stood out a bit more. Like there was a bit of like repetition of like repeating information we'd already had, but I guess in such a long book, like if you're taking your time to read it, then certain reminders every once in a while would be fine, I guess. In some instances though, it was very, very close. Like we just figured this out. Like I don't need you to actually tell me, you know. But yeah, and then yes, there's the whole treatment of women, but again, medieval times, like I don't know what else you can expect. It does seem pretty realistic in some sense. Obviously no. The good guys end up mostly winning, I guess, or they get like their sort of happy ending. And yes, we finished the book with like the beginning of the construction of the cathedral at Kingsbridge, which is what The Pillars of the Earth is about. But again, I'm not sure about the connection between the characters. I will have to read like a recap of The Pillars of the Earth to remember the characters and maybe what are their connections. But what I really enjoyed about it, I guess, is the day-to-day things of medieval life. Like, yes, getting to see all the different professions that people would have in a village, and the day-to-day struggle of, you know, finding food, and how difficult it is, like, to make a rope, like things like that. And then obviously the craftsmanship of Edgar, how he first starts out as a boat builder, and then he starts applying his knowledge to build other things. And how amazing it is to me that human invention, even though, you know, during the Middle Ages a lot of knowledge had been lost because of the lack of communication between people, and people couldn't read and all of those things, like, people would still be inventive and come up with stuff. And even stuff that had been done before, like in previous eras, but like the knowledge had been lost. Like, at some point he builds a bridge, the King's Bridge, and it's a pontoon bridge, and he just kind of imagines it, and then the monk says, Aldred says, oh, I've seen one of those. And it's like, that thing about human nature is amazing to read about, like the pure sheer inventiveness and resourcefulness and ingenuity, I guess. So yes, that part was really enjoyable. I loved getting to see Edgar working on different things. And yeah, that's it. 4 stars. Well, 4 stars for the book, 5 stars for the whole experience. I don't know what I rated it 5 stars on Goodreads, and I told everyone on the Discord of the different things I'm participating in that I was giving it 5 stars, but I might think about it for my journal and maybe give it 4.5. I have my journals here. I brought them in case I wanted to do some journaling. I don't think I'll have time, but I might just write down a few things, you know, in my book log and things like that. But yes, that's it. Now I need to decide what I'm going to read next, and Squash It series is going on for the whole week, so I definitely want to read another sequel. But I also wanted to make it work for TBR Trail. And I have two options, basically. I have many options, actually. I could read any sequel I wanted. I could also just take the plunge and read the book that broke the world. I think that's the second one in the library trilogy series, because I am chomping at the bit to continue that. But again, that I want to enjoy it. I wouldn't want to rush it, and I wouldn't rush it for Squash It series, but I do have a very busy week this week. And I fear that if I start it, then I won't be able to like keep at it consistently. And that is one of those books that you really need to like be consistent and read it and not leave it for a few days, because you will forget things. It's not as long as the first one though. And I do have a 2.5-hour bus ride back home. Decisions. I might ask the Discord and see what I read next. Ugh, I hate making decisions. Okay, I think that's it. I'm gonna go pack and see if I check out early. Checkout is at 11, but I might check out now and go to the shopping center. And yeah, then just take my time, eat lunch, and then make my way to the bus station with time. It's Sunday. I don't want to be rushing around the city, and yeah, I want to have a relaxing trip back. So yes. All right, I'll talk to you later once I decide what I'm going to read.